Hello everybody, welcome to the 7th video in the Technical Testers tutorials. This video we're going to be going over the items path, contents, and QR codes. This video, these are some of the other scanners on the item page that you'll be able to help manipulate the hierarchy of the items that represent that are going to be represented in the real world, and also add the QR codes to extra QR codes or remove QR codes if they got damaged from a specific item. So let's step into it. Okay, so this is the item that we've previously been working with. We just set up our toolbox that's going to contain different office supplies. As you can see here, we have extra office supplies. What I'm actually going to do, and this is going to be hopefully to help set up for one of the next videos. I might actually get to it in this one, but I'm going to add a different tag. I'm going to add a tag of a paper clip, and this tag is different than all these other ones because it's an emoji tag. It's a visual one, it's a picture, and to me, I feel like these types of tags really help you kind of group and categorize different items together. Tags are going to be changing in the next release, so definitely look for those types of things to be different, but I definitely recommend grouping different things by emojis because I think it's a fun way to do it. Moving on to the first few different scanners that we have, or the different parts of the item page that use secondary scanners is the first one we have is the items path. And the items path is how you want to represent the item in the physical world, and like where it sits, on what shelf, in what room, in what box. And this is how you kind of narrow down to actually locating the item. This is why we say that the items or what we've designed represents a file and folder system sort of on your computer, because you'll be able to click through this path sort of like you do your home folder and your videos and your music and your pictures, sort of a thing, on a regular computer system. So each one of these currently has their own scanners, and we're going to have to set up the settings for them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here real quickly just for the item path scanner, and I'm just going to close that for now. The reason being is because I have some other things here that I'd like to show you guys that I'm going to be organizing, that we're going to be putting in our office tools. So actually, let me turn the scanner on so you can kind of see with this other camera. So right now we have a few different things. We have these highlighters that you can see here. We have some pencils, and then a ruler and some pens. So these are all general office supplies, and you don't have to be as specific with these, but I actually do like to really group these into different categories because you can put them in plastic bags, and it makes it really easy to find some later on. And so first off, we're going to be doing the highlighters probably. So let's get a new QR code. And I like to put these in plastic bags because I think that they allow for really easy like location and stuff. And the QR codes definitely stick to the bags quite well. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. All right, cool. And so when you're doing these plastic bags, I recommend kind of doing it in the middle of the bag. I've found if you place the QR code towards one of the edges, you kind of run the issue of it kind of peels off towards the edges. But other than that, these things stick great to these plastic bags. Some of the larger gallon-sized bags actually have sections where you can put contents and a date on them. So this is going to be a new item. We're going to call these highlighters. Cool. Save. And we're also going to add that paperclip emoji. And that paperclip emoji, like I said, represents the office supplies, sort of what we're organizing right now. So we're going to take a quick picture of this. Cool. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Those highlighters are good. Next, we could probably do these pencils. Let me get this set up real quick here. Just going. So we got 3 different items we're going to want to add. And the reason I'm doing this is because the shoebox is going to be the container for all of these different items, and the way that we set that is some of the scanners on the item page. So either depending on which items you'd like to put in or be the container, you can use the item path update or item item contents update. So those are the 2 ways that you can kind of change the hierarchy of items. But there's actually a 3rd way, which I believe in one of these next videos we're going to get to those. Just to drop a hint, it is the organized page. So alright, got all of those labeled here real quickly. This is a new item. We're going to be placing in pencils. Okie dokie, looking good. Cool, and now an item photo. Alright, cool, and we got our pencil bag. Alright, sweet, next item. We have our ruler. Adding the paperclip tag to represent the office items. Saving, taking a photo. Great, alright, one more, bear with me. Cool, alright, and these will be our pens. Alright, one last picture here. Great, alright, so cool. We have these new items in our database, and I can show you how to search for them actually in the next video, but what we're going to do right now is we are going to start to place items in our shoebox that we've previously set up here to be where our office supplies go. And so to show the different scanners, we're going to start off by using these pens, and we're going to scan the pens into the shoebox, so the office supplies shoebox. So our scanner should be set up to scan things. We're on the pen page, and so what we're doing now is saying, okay, the pens are going to be sitting inside of this office items shoebox, the office supplies shoebox. And you can see actually, so now the path contains extra office supplies as its parent. That's the container that it sits in, meaning this bag of pens is sitting inside the extra office supplies. And you can actually tap on that extra office supplies icon to see that it's in there. And also, if you scroll down, you'll see that inside of the contents, pens are now added to the office items shoebox contents. And you can navigate back and forth by clicking each one. So now we're on the pens page, now we're back to the shoebox page. And yeah, that definitely is a convenient way to try and figure out where you've actually located your items or put your stuff. So yeah, next would be the item content scanner. So that means the things that you'd like to put inside of an item. So I navigated back to the shoebox, the extra office supplies shoebox, and we will open up the contents scanner. So this one, again, it'll probably have to be reset up. Each one of these scanners has different settings, but we're actually looking to combine all the scanner settings into one in the future, so that it'll be easy for people to just set it once, and it'll be the same across all scanners. Though I believe that we'll want to actually keep it different for the photo booth, because when you're taking a photo, it's sometimes different when from scanning. So right now we're on, like I said, the item of the extra shoebox. We're in the contents scanner, and we're gonna scan things into this shoebox. So what we can do here is we'll point at the ruler. Cool, you'll see the green highlight around it, and I believe if you give it a second, you'll see that the ruler is now contained in it. So I'm gonna just open up the photo booth, and what we can actually do. Actually, hold on. Let me go back to the content scanner, and let me get these other couple of items in here. So we have here are the pencils, and we got the pencils in. You saw the green highlight, and they've shown now here. And then we also have we're going to be doing the highlighters, and you can see that the highlighters then clicked. Scanned, now they're on here. So if you also want to remove any of the items when you're in the edit mode for the contents, you can tap the X button, and that should remove that item and reset the other item's path. So yeah, basically we have all four of these items now represented in this shoebox, so we can go ahead and put them in bags and put them actually physically into the box. And yeah, so I think that's the pretty much the core of it. Oh, also, yeah, we have the QR code scanner. So the extra QR code. So this is really great if you have a box. Let's say you have a box like this, and it's sitting on the shelf, but this is the only side that you have a QR code on it. See right down here. Sorry. And so basically, if it's on the box or on the shelf, sort of like this, you don't have any QR codes on this side. So we've actually added a way so that you can add different QR codes to a single item. So I'm going to take our QR code sheet, add another smaller one. Sometimes I like switching up the sizes of which QR codes are actually being used, because I think that it's a little, sometimes it doesn't require just a big, huge one to be there. So yeah, I'm going to put this guy in this upper corner over here. Cool. Rub it on like that. All right, so now that the QR code scanner, and this will add an extra QR code. Again, scanner settings, they have to be changed to what you currently want them to be set up as. They will all be condensed into one, so you only have to change one in the future, but it's pretty simple. It goes pretty fast. So now we can take the box and then scan this extra QR code on it, and we see that it added. It should pop up there, and yeah, so it's looking pretty good for the most part. We can close it. The X's will go away. You also saw in the edit mode, those X's there, you can actually remove QR codes. If a QR code gets damaged or actually falls off an item, those X's are there, so you can potentially remove them. So, or if you put the item on the, or put the QR code on the wrong item. So yeah, at this point, you're free to pack up this this office supply shoebox, and you'll be able to search for anything inside of it later on. So yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I'm really excited about the product. I think that was a good example of how this could be used in the real world. And I'd like to get creative with it. Like, I want to hear your guys' ideas and feedback, so definitely leave some comments and reach out to us. All right, thanks.